Hey everybody, it's your old pal Robert from ThrillRide.com. How you doing? So today, on a kind of uncharacteristically cloudy morning, I'm here to visit the Broad Museum. This is another incredible modern art museum here in downtown LA, just a stone's throw from the beautiful Walt Disney Concert Hall. And I haven't been here in a long time. I've wanted to get back for quite some time because number one, it's free. You gotta love that. Generous rich folk who create beautiful museums and don't charge admission. This is the way. This is the way. But there's one piece in particular I've been wanting to see for quite some time called Infinity Mirrored Room. And the name of the artist is Yayoi Kusama. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And there are actually two pieces of his in the current collection. There's that and then another piece called Longing for Eternity. And they're both light-based. And the Infinity Mirrored Room has been a challenge to get into. It's been very popular. But recently, more time slots have opened up. You only get to spend a minute inside, but believe me, it's well worth it. Or so I've heard. And so today, the opportunity presented itself, and I thought now's the time to take it. And of course, right now I'm wearing the Atomic Rocket shirt. That was another one of the new Thrill Rag shirts that got released in the last month. We've got some more Terra Tilly merch coming very shortly. But also wanted to let you know that I've opened another Thrill Rags outlet at Redbubble. And there's a whole bunch of new designs up there too. They're organized into various collections. There's a Fawn Appreciation Series, a Condiment Appreciation Series, a Classic Coasters Series, and Dark Rides Are My Places of Worship Series. And there's also a horror movie title card series. So going to be adding a lot of new designs to that Redbubble store over the next few months. Put a link down in the description. And of course, every sale helps support the channel. So thank you so much to all of you who have bought shirts and who will. And there's other merch too, mouse pads, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, so yeah, really looking forward to soaking up some art. It's a good practice that I don't do often enough, and I'm trying to do more of going forward. So yeah, let's head inside and check out some Infinite Lights. On the second level here, there's an amazing timeline and a little history about Eli Broad, 1933 to 2021, an art's legacy in LA. For over 50 years, Eli and Edith Edie Broad deepened access to arts and culture in their hometown of Los Angeles and around the world. Yeah, this has been a passion of theirs for many, many decades. And it's quite a timeline of accomplishments and growth. And there it is in 2013 was when the Broad added the major immersive artworks by artist Yayoi Kusama, Infinity Mirrored Room, The Souls of Millions of Light Years Away, 2013, and Ragnar Kjartansson, The Visitors, 2012. I'm sure I butchered that horribly, my apologies. And you get all the way to the end, and they have a big expansion planned for 2028 for the LA Olympics. And looks like another huge building on the scale of the current facility is getting added. Awesome. So up here on the third level, there's some rather monumental pieces of art, including what looks to be some kind of draped fabric, but it's actually made up of many smaller pieces of what look like clothing labels. Yeah, fascinating. And then over here is this really incredible, looks like a painting but with some other mixed media, and it stretches for many dozens of feet. It is awesome. I love all the texture in there. And then here is an incredible sculpture by Jeff Koons, which is some sort of polished stainless steel covered with a transparent color coating, and I think it is called tulips. Yeah, pretty great. Kind of looks like big cherries too, but they are tulips that have not yet bloomed. That's beautiful. Again, I'm no modern art expert, but I do appreciate what might be commonly called pop art, and I think this is part of that. But no matter what you call it, it's pretty awesome. And this multimedia piece is called Helter Skelter by artist Mark Bradford. Huh. If you look closely, you can see the bits and pieces of found objects and printed material that have been incorporated into this Helter Skelter assemblage. I like the bit of the skull you can see up there. Feels appropriate for the season. And this is a monumental photograph of a monumental industrial structure. The photographer's name is Thomas Struth, and this is a semi-submersible rig in the DSME shipyard, Geoge Island? I'm not going to get that name right. Since the 1970s, Thomas Struth has been creating pictures that are both ordinary and grand in the rituals they reveal about humanity and its relationship to the physical world. And this is another piece by the same photographer, the Neutral Buoyancy Lab, JSC, Houston, 2017. Here, a futuristic city, an astronaut training module, is pictured underwater beneath a seeming modernist plaza, complete with an office on the right, inspired by modern architect and urban planner Le Corbusier. Huh. Well, again, my agenda for today was really just to check out the Infinity Mirrored Rooms installation, but I'm already having a ton of fun discovering some of the other really great modern art pieces here. Yeah. And for all you Marvel fans, there's an incredible Hulk themed piece. And look at this train. Oh man, I love this so much. Wow, that is beautiful. The J.B. Turner. Gosh, I need to find out what material this has been fabricated with. I want to say tin or aluminum, but could be any kind of shiny metal. Well, it looks like this whole room is devoted to Jeff Koons. And indeed, this is the Jim Beam, the J.B. Turner train from 1986. Stainless steel and bourbon. Oh, wow. Nice. So this awesome piece is called Triple Hulk Elvis. Love it to death. Yeah, see, artists with a sense of humor and a sense of playfulness are always going to be one of my favorites, and Koons is way up there. And yes, that would be Michael Jackson and Bubbles the Chimp, as rendered in porcelain by Jeff Koons. That is pretty magnificent. Yeah, art goes by many different names and definitions, but I'm glad this is included under that umbrella too. You may not be familiar with the artist Jeff Koons, but you've probably seen some of these utterly whimsical giant metal balloon sculptures, and this is the blue dog balloon. I can't express how much I love this kind of art that is meant to evoke a smile as much as anything else. So great. At an early age, Jeff Koons was introduced to the powers of presentation and commerce through his father's furniture showroom. Huh. Further influenced by classical painting and sculpture, Koons applies a grand sense of scale and display to both new and old Americana. In the pop art tradition of large, colorful, and figurative works, Koons remakes familiar mass-produced forms, such as children's inflatable toys, statuary, and functional household objects, into monuments that celebrate often incongruous ideologies: creativity, consumerism, optimism, history, individuality, and sex. Right on. I was always fascinated as a younger person by Jasper Johns and his series of flag paintings. And here's one of them. Old Glory. Being a huge fan of Japanese culture and every aspect of it, I love this piece by an artist named Takashi Murakami. And the name of this piece is a long one. Tan Tan Bo, aka Garatan, scorched by the blaze in the purgatory of knowledge. Whew, that's some heady titling right there. Acrylic on oil canvas mounted on board. Is that a hidden Mickey? You decide. And here's another piece by the same artist who was new to me up until a few moments ago and is rapidly becoming a new favorite. Very much digging this pop culture infused style. There is a lot going on visually in this piece. Oh, I wish I could read the kanji characters. I'm sure that would add even more fun. And this is still another piece by Murakami called Of Chinese Lions, Peonies, Skulls, and Fountains, in 2011. Well, of course, the skulls are awesome, but I think it's this Chinese lion that is my favorite element in this piece. That is a very friendly expression. So here's another piece by the same artist who did the Infinity Mirror Rooms, Yayoi Kusama, and this is called Longing for Eternity. And again, a mirrored box with LED lights. Born and raised in Japan, Yayoi Kusama emerged as an artist during the Vietnam era and continues to make work that reaches diverse audiences worldwide. All right, let's gaze in. Ooh, cool. Oh, that's fantastic. And there are multiple viewing ports. Here we go. Oh, wow. That is super cool. Oh, yeah, you want to crawl in there too. There we go. Oh, that is so great. Oh. Yeah, a little taste of things to come. Is beautiful. I'm telling you, art that is based on light is always going to be among my favorite things. And one more peek in the first porthole. Yeah. All right, thank you so much. I'm telling you, the Broad has some real heavy hitters in the modern art world. And this is a room with several paintings by Edward Ruscha. Not an artist who's a particular favorite, but I do appreciate the style and the skill. Well, as a graphic designer and lover of typography, I especially appreciate this piece here called Bloated Empire, and another one right alongside it. And I bet you can guess the title of this piece. Yes, indeed, heavy industry. Look at that, white type on a black background. Yeah, pure and simple. I love it. Well, as Ruscha pieces go, and I hope I'm pronouncing his last name right, this is one of my favorites. Norms on La Cienega on Fire. Just love the graphic purity. And, of course, Norms is a LA icon. And, yeah, it's got almost kind of a, I want to say Hopper-esque cleanliness. I don't know what I'm talking about. I love art, but I'm not an art expert, so ignore. And this pair of works is Seems very timely to have this to look at right now. On the left, it reads "The Right People," and on the right, it reads "Those Other People," which I think there's a subtext here from which we can all learn. And this is a room devoted to the artist Jean-Michel Basquiat, who, born in Brooklyn to Haitian and Puerto Rican parents in 1960, and left home as a teenager to live in Lower Manhattan. Wow. In the late 1970s, he and fellow artist Al Diaz became known for their graffiti, a series of cryptic statements seen around Manhattan. Many of Basquiat's work have been likened to the improvisational and expansive compositions of jazz. Well, here's a piece that really defines monumental art. I even had chairs somewhat like this in my apartment at one time. Look at the size of this otherwise modest dining table set. That is great. Wow. I bet that's some really heavy pieces. I wouldn't want to have to move those. So this piece is by artist Robert Therian, called Under the Table. Robert Therian's objects seem very familiar. They are ordinary items: tables, chairs, plates, pitchers, keyholes, even snowmen, transported with care across media, scales, and environments. So this is a piece called White Riot by artist Robert Longo. And for some reason, this just reminded me of an album cover. This piece, officially called Untitled, in parentheses, Your Body is a Battleground, is by artist Barbara Kruger. And I'm not really familiar with her as an artist, but I'm certainly familiar with this kind of work. Yeah, I love, again, the inclusion of graphics and typography in modern art. Well, this piece is quite lovely. You are a very special person. And of course, the fact that you're watching this video still makes you a very special person in my eyes. But of course, even without that, you're very special. Don't ever forget that. Well, this is very compelling and also very unnerving. Girls in Manson family shave heads. Wow. Of course, now whenever I think of the Manson murders, I go right to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Easily one of my favorite of Quentin Tarantino's movies. So great. I'm assuming the upside-down presentation of this piece is very intentional. And yeah, there he is, the president, Richard M. Nixon. Well, there are two pieces here related to Charles Manson. And this is the back of another freestanding piece. Which includes his photo here. Wow. It's chilling to look at that man. This is really cool. This is a piece by artist David Hammonds called The African American Flag. David Hammonds has interrogated cultural symbols and their meanings for decades. African American flag retains the stars and stripes of the American flag while replacing its colors with those of the Pan-African flag, merging the two symbols. Well, here's a piece you have to look at for a little bit. It's by Hank Willis Thomas, called America. In his artwork, Hank Willis Thomas engages icons and symbols within popular culture to reflect on issues of discrimination, social justice, and civil rights. In this work, Thomas dismantles the U.S. flag, reforming its red and white bars to spell America. Well, here's a really cool room. This is dedicated to two artists, John Ahern and Rigoberto Torres, who have worked together since the 1980s, and they work closely with their subjects, making life casts of people in the South Bronx neighborhood of New York City. Their longtime collaboration involves creating fine art in close contact with communities all over the world, often making molds of people directly in plaster and casting them. Amazing. And this is an incredible photo by Andreas Gursky of the Kuwaiti Stock Exchange. I mean, look at that. Every person in that room is dressed almost exactly identically. That's astounding. And here's another piece by artist Takashi Murakami And I believe the full name is Clone X times Takashi Murakami, number 17495, astronaut. If anybody has any clue what that all means, please leave a comment down below. Well, you don't see glitter incorporated into a lot of art pieces, but this one is loaded with it, and I dig it. I don't know if that's showing up on camera, but yeah, there's definitely some sparkliness when you move from side to side. This monumental work is by artist Ellen Gallagher, and it's called Excellento. In Excellento, Ellen Gallagher employs a large grid structure to display pages from vintage Ebony, Black Digest, and Our World magazines. She has altered the printed advertisements, which were often used to sell skin whiteners, hair straighteners, and other items, promising to complicate racial identity. In Gallagher's hands, women and men take otherworldly, intricate guises, with thick plasticine hairstyles and modified appendages suffused with organic shapes, science fiction flourishes, and a large array of imaginative patterns. All right, thank you so much. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. Just right here? Oh. Oh my goodness. This is mesmerizing. Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah. Oh, good Lord. This is really special. Oh, man. Light is magic. Oh. Yeah, I could stay in here forever. All right, time to go. Thank you so much. So as you're heading down the stairs to the main level, there are windows into what looks like storage areas for the collections that are not currently on display. That is really cool to see. Huh. All right, I think that is going to bring this one to a close. So as always, thank you so much for coming along, and hope you enjoyed this look at a really fantastic collection of modern art. And the Infinity Room totally lived up to its hype. I loved it. That was really great. I wish you could spend more time in it, but I understand how popular it is, and they got to keep people moving through. So, but again, a lot easier to get tickets in advance than it has been. So, yeah, this might be a good time if you haven't seen it yet and you'd like to in person. Yeah, take a look. And one more time, that you're still watching and listening warms my heart to no end. So I would only ask you might consider giving the video a like, or commenting and sharing and even subscribing. That would be fantastic. And one more time, of course, every sale of t-shirt and other related merch at thrillrags.com, terrortilly.com, and the new Thrill Rags Redbubble outlet. And again, I'll put the link in the description for that store. A lot of new designs there and lots more to come. So yeah, hope you'll find something that might fit your wardrobe. All right, and I think that's about all I have to say for now. So take care, and we'll catch you in the next one.